How you guys doing? Today's video will be on the team I mentioned my yesterday's video. It was about the TIE Fighter team and the Thrawn. I've done videos in the past about this, but this team is so fun to use, guys. It beats pretty much any team in my arena for fleet. It beats the Akbar teams with the Falcon with Biston. It beats the same Biston teams, but with, instead of Houndstooth, it beats the Biggs ones with it as a starting 3, and it also beats the Negotiators very decently. So what we're gonna do here in today's video is we're gonna actually show you a few battles with this team, and I guess just some counters to the Negotiator and to other teams that I've been fighting in my arenas that are typically one of the tougher teams. And we'll go a little bit in depth on the mods here, because some people, you actually need to take off mods on them so you can get the best turn orders. So what we'll do here is we'll just kind of show you guys the team. Let's go to my ships rather. And this team is one with Thrawn capital ship. The reason why you want Thrawn here is pretty much because he has an Annihilate for 1, he can give out health for 2, and then for 3, he gives actually rather extra critical chance, and they also get some more CD as well, some more critical damage. But the critical chance is the most crucial part here. So once you implement the 15%, we're going to show you guys the other 3 we have here. We're going to be running TIE Silencer / Anakin. That's a little slot in for the starting 3, depending on who you're fighting. The other 2 though that never are never swapping spots, are always going to be there. The foundation of this team is going to be Pose, X-Wing, and TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter pilots, TIE Fighter. So right now with my Gear 12 TIE Fighter pilot, he has almost 40% crit chance. Once you give him the 15% from the Thrawn, he has around 55%, 54%. So he has like a 50-50 chance of critting. I've done a video on that in the past, but that's kind of why it works. And if you do happen to strip off any of the protection from like an Anakin or a Falcon, your Poe will come in and just blast him away and pretty much one-shot him, because this ability here, the perfect shot, it always scores critical hits, and it can't be evaded if the enemy doesn't have protection. So that's it's really important for those 2 to have. And then we like to slot in TIE Silencer and Anakin, because versus the Biston teams without Houndstooth, TIE Silencer is extremely important. If there is a Houndstooth in the starting 3, don't use TIE Silencer, because he gives more TM to himself whenever another enemy is hit. So you don't want to use TIE Silencer versus a Houndstooth in the starting 3. You want to use TIE Silencer when there is no Houndstooth. That way you can just pretty much guarantee you kill any gear level of Falcon or Anakin right off the bat, even if they have unending loyalty. And then Anakin, if there is Houndstooth, he's really nice here to apply on his AoE, buff immunity, and healing immunity on the Houndstooth to just pretty much annihilate that dude. And then on his bonus turns, he just crits for like 130, 140k. So that's really important here. And then of course Houndstooth and Ebon Hawk for the reinforcements. Honestly, in these teams, you just need 2 reinforcements, but if you guys want to play it safe, Phantom's not a bad one, Ahsoka's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of ones like the Phantom you can just toss in there and you'll be fine. So other than those main 3, the TIE Silencer / Anakin with the Poe ship and TIE Fighter pilots, those are really the main ones. And then the reinforcements, the Houndstooth and Ebon Hawk, those are the most important ones here. So now let's go and get into a battle here. So to start it off, let's just go show you guys this guy's Negotiator. This is probably the one you guys want to see the most. So this is Negotiator. Everything is maxed out here as he can get for level 5, or I mean rather 5-star Negotiator. And we can see that he has a Relic up 5s with an Umbarn. That one's pretty nice. And he also has a Gear 13 and Relic up Bosk. What is his Anakin? Yep, his Anakin is also Relic up. So this is no joke. Let's go into battle here. So there is a Houndstooth in the starting 3. What we're going to do here is just swap out TIE Silencer and throw in Anakin. And then just keep them in the same lineup. So this is what it kind of looks like, guys, and let's get into the battle. Alright, so let's see here. In these ones, you're pretty much forced to hit Anakin regardless, because these 2 guys here, 5s and Houndstooth, they are extremely tanky, so these hits will not one-shot him. They will one-shot Anakin, though, so let's see if we get a crit here. We do, 82k, wow, that's not bad. And then we will break his unending loyalty, so now he doesn't have it anymore. They targeted our TIE Fighter, that's good stuff there. And now we'll come in here and do a 1x on Anakin's AoE, should take out the other Anakin. Okay, so it didn't this time, no crit unfortunately. But these guys are just dead set on taking out our TIE Fighter, which is great for us. So now Anakin gets another bonus turn because TIE Fighter fell below 100% HP. He gets another bonus turn, he's dead. I mean, this is just a lot of fun, guys. And then he has another bonus turn, and guess what? And their Anakin's dead. So in this part of the battle, you can pretty much put on auto. Anakin is really the most scary guy to fight. With this team in the Negotiator, he can put out some major damage. So once he's dead, I'm going to bring in Houndstooth as a reinforcement, and we should be good to go. Let's just see here. Get us, reinforcements up. Call in Houndstooth. Put on auto, guys. Simple as that. I've done videos on this team in the past. But if you guys want to see how this team fares up against a really, strong and solid Negotiator, this still works. So if you guys are not seeing as many Negotiators, I'll show you another variation. I've covered it in a long time ago of a video. Probably one of my first videos that I got a lot of views on. This is going to be with the TIE Silencer. But we'll just skip to the end and just show you guys on this one that it does still win. You don't need to worry about anything. Once you get Anakin out of there, you're going to call in your own Houndstooth and put on auto, you win. That's just how it goes. So let's go to the end of the battle, and then we'll go into the next battle here. And there you guys have it. We just autoed it. Everybody's dead. We did lose Houndstooth in this one, but with United Lights going, you'll be just fine. So now let's go over and show you guys some TIE Silencer ones. And this is really fun to use, guys, versus non-Houndstooth teams. So let's go into it. So for this one, we're going to go fight Mick. This is a pretty solid team as well. He doesn't have any Gear 13 pilots, I don't think. Let's just double check here. So yeah, no Akbar. He does have a Gear 13 Biston. Holy cow. What about his bigs? Nope. So he does have Gear 13 Biston. We're going to actually now swap this into TIE Silencer as a starting 3, and then Anakin goes back into reinforcements. So with how I modded them, this is very important in this team without Houndstooth in the starting 3, because I can not have to worry about him getting his turn and his taunt up. So what I did here is I just loaded him up with all of the 60s I can. He's at 197 speed. I take off one mod from Poe, so he doesn't have that cross anymore, and he's at 195. So now I have to slot in my TIE Silencer to be at 196 so that it goes a TIE Fighter with his big hit. If he doesn't crit, TIE Silencer comes in, he does his basic, and he's at 196 speed, and then right after that, Poe gets the cleanup. So it's very fun to do right here and to play with. So let's just show you guys this one really fast. Once we kill Houndstooth, we're gonna, or not Houndstooth, once we kill Falcon, we're gonna put on auto and call it a day. So we're gonna do that. We did crit. Fortunately enough, if we didn't, we still kill him because that's plenty enough damage to just burn through the Falcon. And the same thing here, you're going to call in your Houndstooth. Once you get him in, you win. The reason why I like this team so much is because versus like teams like this that have like a huge squishy or somewhat squishy tune that does massive damage, like the Anakin's ETA and also the Falcon, those guys versus, and what I'm using here to kill those, it is just going to work 9 times out of 10. The only times where it doesn't work is if the guy probably is just maxed out on his Gear 13s, but I have yet to see somebody with a full Gear 13 pilot team, and I'm in a shard that's very competitive, I would like to think. Somewhat competitive, because I get sniped every single day, but yeah, this team is really fun to use, guys. TIE Silencer, if there is no Houndstooth in the starting 3, use Anakin if there is. If you guys don't have Anakin, you can probably just slot in somebody else. You can still probably run TIE Silencer, but it's probably going to be a little bit more annoying to use. Anakin's just nice with his AoEs. It really is helpful. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just a couple battles here. And just what I like about this team is, again, this can be used probably in other metas that are going to be coming down the line. I can definitely see this just eating up a bug team. I've actually used this in a previous, climbing when there was the bugs that were prevalent in with the fleet shard. I was easy to just kill those like no biggie. Same exact thing here. You just come in, you kill the main dude that you're most worried about. Once he's dead, you call in Houndstooth and you win. It's not really that hard. It's just really fun to do. So just some fun counters here to the Negotiator. And I think, you know what, let's just throw in one more versus Negotiator just to see what happens. So this one I didn't put on auto because I wanted to really just play it through to see what it looked like when I manually played it, because I can auto like a pretty much full auto almost versus the Akbar teams, but when it comes to Negotiator, it's a little bit trickier because you got to make sure that you're hitting the right people at the right times. So in this one we didn't one shot and burn through his unending loyalty. So what we had to do here is bring in another reinforcement. So that's what we're gonna do here in a little bit. Poe's gonna die mostly, like almost every single time right after he does his big hit, which is unfortunate, right? But you get Anakin in here with a lot of his bonus turns because they're gonna die or lose 100% HP. So it's still gonna work pretty much every single time. The times where it doesn't work is when the guys are running like really weird reinforcements like the Sun Fag, and just really like wonky reinforcements. I mean, it still will work. But if you do happen to lose Houndstooth after you kill the Anakin ship, it's probably not going to go that well for you because you need your Houndstooth there to just eat up all the hits. So there is Ahsoka for a Dispel. There is probably going to be Sun Fac maybe. And if there's target lock on the field, the Umbaran can Dispel on basic. So just something to look into, guys. Wanted to really just play this one manually to see what's going to happen down the line. So let's just kind of skip ahead. Yeah, they got their Plos in, and then we're going to bring in our Ebon Hawk. Ebon Hawk's really good to bring in right after the Plo is in, just so you can dispel all the taunts and stuff, and then work down somebody else. So that's what we're kind of doing here. The nice thing with Ebon Hawk is that he can give a lot of TM to people with buffs on his basic. So now we're going to just get a nice little Annihilate off on 5s, and then pretty much we won. And this is kind of how it goes pretty much every single time for me. I haven't really had any troubles with this team. If you guys do have your Akbar and you guys still have your Falcon up and running still, you can probably still run that versus Negotiator. For me, my Negotiator, or my Falcon isn't that well off still. It's only 5 stars, so I can not really pull that off. But maybe down the line I'll work on it and I can still use that versus the Negotiator. But for now, this team I'm running here can beat both teams. It can beat the Akbar still, and it can still beat this Negotiator team. So it's a fun team to use if you guys do want to invest your resources in the TIE Fighter Pilot and Poe. I think you're totally going to get your value there. And when I'm thinking down the line for future metas, I think it'll work still just fine. And it's just perfect pretty much. So that's pretty much it for my video today, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys are new here, feel free to give me a sub. I do a lot of different videos on the game, and I really want to put this one out because I know there's people that kind of struggle versus Negotiator, and they just can't figure it out. This team that I've been running for a very long time still gets the job done every single time. So thank you guys for watching. There's a Discord and a Patreon channel if you guys want to go check out those things. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.